I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network. Well, the one thing I think we can all agree on is our lack of trust in media sources that are out there to consume, especially on television. We know CNN, MSNBC, completely out. Complete lunatics. People like Rachel Maddow giving wild declarations about the vaccine last year. The vaccine's going to end the pandemic, except it didn't. Or Joy Reid and her blatant racism, right? Or we go back to election night, Fox News, Brett Baier calling the election in the election results in Arizona wildly early, before even CNN and MSNBC does it. And then, of course, we've got OAN, we've got Newsmax, and what I will tell you is I consume certain shows based on whoever is hosting the show. Whatever I feel like their priorities are is who I'm going to consume, whether that's Greg Gutfeld. I like the Fox weekend morning show better than I like the morning show during the week. I like Pete Hesda. I like Julie Campos, Duffy, and Will Cain. Will Cain forever on ESPN. I like that show better than I like the during the week show. Greg Kelly on Newsmax, like him a lot. Chris Sadeto, like him a lot. Okay, certain shows I will consume. But even at that, I'm turning a slight strange eye at them. Okay, you can blatantly see who's truly got a conservative agenda and who might be playing the game. Well, one of the things that's happened as wokeness, as CRT has taken over the landscape, and people are getting fed up, and they're starting to change their votes, and more independents are now voting Republican, as we've seen in Virginia and New Jersey. People are also turning their backs on the woke liberal media. This is the post-millennial, CNN, MSNBC. They're struggling. Their ratings have taken a nosedive. Because of their agendas. News networks have experienced a drastic dip in viewership in 2021, with left-leaning outlets faring the worst. According to Nielsen data, CNN saw a 38% drop in their weekday primetime viewership. Chris Cuomo in there certainly can't help you. He can't help you. Now he's gone, but the Don Lemons and Anderson Coopers of the world certainly aren't helping them getting any new viewers. While MSNBC saw a 25% drop in viewership for the same slots. Fox News came on top in 2021, averaging 1.3 million viewers in total day viewers this year, compared to 919,000 for MSNBC and 787,000 watching CNN, according to a new report from The Hill. Fox averaged 2.3 million viewers during their primetime hours, including an average of 374,000 in the key 25 to 54 demographic. That's really important. We're starting to get younger and younger viewers tuning in to conservative outlets. Network news channels fared better than their cable counterparts, though still losing viewers compared to 2020. Viewership for ABC's World News Tonight and CBS's Evening News dropping by 12% each. Viewership for NBC's Nightly News dropped by 14%. Experts speaking with the AP said the dip in viewership was expected after 2020, the final days of the Trump presidency. It was entirely predictable, news media analyst Ken Doctor told the Associated Press. Tom Rosenthal, a journalist professor at the University of Maryland, told the outlet that news networks and outlets built a model in recent years focusing primarily on political combat during the Trump administration, making it difficult to pivot to other things. Quote, you become, to an extent, the prisoner of the audience you built. People, to some degree, have focused inward. They're getting the news that they need, but it's not as much news as it was a year ago. News networks are not the only news sources faring worse this year compared to last. Citing ComScore data, the Associated Press said the number of visitors at the Washington Post website dropped by 44% in November compared to the year prior, while it dropped by 34% at the New York Times. Wow. Again, people were getting fed up with what they're choosing to believe. Okay, I think COVID's got a big part of it. I think people are starting to realize that these networks are actually peddling fear-mongering, especially when it comes to COVID. The fact that they realize now that these news networks, look, they're driving Biden's agenda. People don't like his agenda right now. His approval ratings are trash. And people don't want to consume that anymore. And people are just starting to apply, finally, some common sense to our country. It's taken a while, but it is happening slowly but surely. Part of that is learning where and how to consume your news. Okay? It's one of the reasons, black and white sports blew up. People wanted an alternative to ESPN and their agendas. So black and white sports blew up. Outkick blew up, and that's just in the sports world. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network fans. What do you consume? What do you not consume? Newspapers? You can forget it. Websites? Federalist, Postmillennial. Still read some Fox News. Watch some Newsmax. Like I said, it's got to be specific entities. Okay? If I feel like there is the correct priority level on certain things, I will consume a show. Plain and simple. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.